Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About. And today I have games 5 and 6 of the Division 2 campaign for you. We're getting quite close to that promotion push now. It's getting to that nervy time, that squeaky bum time as they call it in football. And today I thought we should talk about the Confederations Cup as the final was on Sunday night, and it was a bit of a shock what happened in the final. Brazil absolutely smashing Spain in the end, 3 goals to nil. And yeah, it was a good tournament. Shame about the problems off the pitch, outside the grounds, the protests from the locals about how much of a waste of money basically the World Cup is for Brazil and how they should be using it to further their infrastructure of the country, which is a completely valid point and probably they should have done because there's not much point having the World Cup if everybody in the country doesn't want it there. This episode isn't about political problems in Brazil, this is about the football. And I was really impressed with Brazil throughout the tournament. I liked their team. The defence in particular, centre back pairing of Luiz and Thiago Silva was pretty damn good, I have to say. Pace, strength, athleticism, they have it all really, the two of them, and they seem to play well together. Um, in terms of a better centre back pairing out there, it's it's hard to really think of one. You might have said PK and Ramos before the tournament, but um, neither of them had a particularly good tournament. I don't think. The penalty miss aside for Ramos in the final, he didn't have the best tournament. I didn't think. In the final, Brazil played the right way. They pressed Spain when Spain had the ball, didn't let them have any time. Um, they isolated Torres up front without anyone really coming from deep to help out Torres. The choice of striker did surprise me a bit. I thought they might go with Soldado in the final. I think he's better for the team. He does more than Torres does, and would help Spain out a lot more than what Torres gives. Or they could have gone with Fabregas again, like they did at the Euros. Not really have a striker. Then they can utilise him, Iniesta, Xavi, a lot easier. But I would imagine come the World Cup, we will see Iniesta being pushed out to the left again, and midfield free of Xavi, Busquets, and Xabi Alonso. I can't see Xabi Alonso not being in the team. I think the one player who is right on the edge now of really pushing for a starting place for Spain is Javi Martinez. He had a fantastic season at Bayern. Um, every time I've seen him for Spain, he's done very well. He's a top class player and would walk into every other team in the world. And it's just the fact that he's challenging Busquets, Xavi, and Xabi Alonso really for that position. That's the only reason why he's not in the team. You could see him in every other team. So I think Spain will bounce back. I don't think this is far from the depth of the Spanish national team. If you look at the depth they have with the under 21s winning again, um, you've got Thiago coming through and players like that, and Zico as well from newly signed for Real Madrid from Malaga. Brazil, on the other hand, have a very easily picked team. They have, I think anyway, a very set team in the mind, and I can't see Scolari changing much. Maybe Fred, but I think he gives a lot more to the team than people give him credit for. You know, we saw the BBC pundit said, "Oh, Fred, he's past it. He's never been a world class player." Okay, he might have never been a world class player, but he gives a hell of a lot to the team. Um, if you remember Heskey for England, um, when he played with Owen, it's about bringing the best out of people around you, and that's what Fred does. The likes of Neymar and Hulk are better because of Fred. The way Fred takes up his position, his holding up of the ball, and to be honest, those two finishes weren't bad, especially the second one. First time across the goalie, bottom corner, Casillas, no chance. Fantastic goal. So I think it's a bit harsh on Fred. Um, Maybe because he didn't make it so much in Europe. I know he had a couple of good seasons for Lyon, but going back to Brazil now, quite a lot of Brazilian players do that. We've seen nowadays, even if it's just for a year. Vagnalov and Robinho went back to Santos and Flamengo, I think it was that Vagnalov went back to. But I just I don't understand the criticism, and to be honest, I thought the BBC coverage was terrible at times. Mark Lawrenson apparently doesn't want to be there anymore, judging by his commentary, and they don't watch football. They obviously don't watch football. In Spain's first game, he was talking about how they should bring on Zico. Well, Zico's not there. He's with the under 21s. They haven't flown him out. He's not in Brazil. He can't come on. I don't understand how someone who we are giving our taxpayers' money to, the BBC, can employ someone like Mark Lawrenson with his nonchalant attitude towards the whole thing. I really do feel it's time for the BBC to have a good, like, well, just an overhaul really of their punditry team. I don't mind Lineker still being there, to be honest. I think he does a very good job. Um, but I think Lawrenson in particular, he's been doing it for so many years now. Is it time for a change? I honestly believe it is. I think it's time that the BBC started to change their punditry. Maybe go a bit younger. Maybe do what Sky are doing with the ex-professionals straight out of the game. That's it for today, guys. I'm sorry that turned into a bit of a rant about the BBC, but I hope you enjoyed the video. And next time, I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about yet. I think I might do some more transfer stuff. So until then, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.